How's it going, fellow traders? Magic Trader here. I just wanted to do a quick session here. It's November 4th, 2020. The elections, big day yesterday. Big day. They're in the middle of counting votes. Seems like there's some shenanigans going on. There's tons of commentary out there in regards to what is going on. But in terms of the market, because it's like what I always say, if you follow the reality of what's taking place in the market, then you'll know what is likely to take place. And so if we zoom in here on this daily chart of gold, I want to show you a few things. So with respect to gold, we had price down here, if you remember. And I posted this on Twitter about how the news sources were telling us that the reason why gold was going up in price was because of the coronavirus fears and because of the elections and so forth. Well, that's not true. The reason why gold went up in price here was because price had contacted an institutional area of demand. This is an area where we located the institutions would be interested in buying. Okay? Plain and simple. That's what it comes down to. This is an area where the institutions were going to be buying, and so that's why price went up. And so if you take a look, price went right into an area that we located as an area of selling. Now, up here you can see that price came above the zone and then dropped down right through here. But it's still holding this zone, okay, for many reasons that we teach in the school, but it's still holding this zone. So if you take a look at what is taking place here, we have price creating supply, dropping into demand, rallying up, hitting supply. So out of the two zones, the latest zone that was contacted was this one up here. Okay, that means over time price will more likely than not drop. And when price contacts this area of demand here, because it's already been used to facilitate a move higher, it will likely be removed and price will drop down like that. Okay, so that is what I am looking at in terms of gold. Now, if we go over to the euro, so here is a daily chart of euro. Okay, so this is what happened with the euro. We saw the euro rally. It fell short of an area of supply that we had mapped out on the chart. Now, why did it fall short of hitting it? Well, the reason why is because if you take a look at the dollar chart, it made contact with the demand zone that we had there. So price responded to that demand and rallied upwards, just like price contacted this area here and then dropped. It dropped into an area that we have already located as demand. Okay? But again, the same thing with gold. The latest area to be contacted is supply. So over time, what will likely happen is we'll see a drop lower like this. Okay, that is what is in the forecast. And if you remember, you might have seen the journal entry that we made in regards to what's taking place with the euro right now. Within this area here that I've drawn, there's been massive profit taking that the institutions have been doing. Okay, because up in this area here, the institutions were holding a record amount of long positions. Okay, a record amount of long positions. Now, when you look at the historical charts and you look at historical data from the COT reports, every time the institutions have been over leveraged to one side or the other, they've had to take profits, and it usually fuels a move in the opposing direction. So in this case, since they were so long right here, when they take profits on those long positions, it will typically cause price to drop like this. All right, so we're starting to see the beginning stages of this falling apart, but it may be a little bit too early to tell exactly if it's going to be dropping this week, for instance, but I do see it in the final stages of a drop. And you know, if you want to know for sure, one of the easiest things you can do is just go online and search what they're saying about the euro, and you get a better idea. In fact, let's do that. We see news. And what do we see here? Both HFT buy and sell zones. Okay, don't think so. This technique is better than okay. Euro battles. Euro looking for support soon. Tests looks for Euro looks to resume upside pressure. This was 10 days ago. That's interesting because we were still within that block that I just pointed out to you. And they're saying looks to resume upside pressure. And this is the problem here, okay? Because when you search these headlines, what you'll tend to find is a lot of. Here's another one here. Euro US dollar tests 117 on pre-election US dollar weakness. No, we're not expecting US dollar weakness right now. We're expecting US dollar strength, and this is a reputable company giving off this information, okay? So it just, is just another example of what we always talk about at the school, how the media is used to help facilitate moves in the market that will help the large banks. Okay, when the large banks are holding many long positions up here, they need to get rid of those long positions, and flooding the market with those positions is going to cause price to drop. So that is what we're watching, okay, and that's pertaining to gold and euro. We're seeing the same thing. We're seeing a bigger um, um, probability of price dropping rather than rallying. And that is what is taking place in the market right now with those two pairs. All right, hope that was helpful. And if you need any more information, you can reach us at www.whiteoakfx.com. Thanks, and have yourself a good day.